Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Set up. 70, Indy. I'm coming after you. Hey, wahoo. Go, go, go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, exit. Look at me. Zipper. Good trap. Look. Squeeze. Hard. Tighten up. Deep rip. Now
back to throw. That's complete to Trenton Cannon, the running back. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Watch the safety. Middle. Hey, alert. Slant, watch the slant. Motion. 57's Mike 57. Hey, tight. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
On 2nd and a couple. Throws him. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Balaj. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Alert. Out.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And now it's Rosen looking. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run here with Balaj. Not much there, maybe a couple.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Mike 57. Watch the run, watch the run. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. Catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Balaj. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Sanders' kick is good. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Ready, set.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, lock it. Hey, alert 3. Switch. Yo, you're back.
2nd and long. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The throw over the middle, taken in. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Go, go.
2nd and 6. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
First down, New York.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line.
Leo. Check 31. Go. Check 3. Check. Hey. Ready.
Looking to throw. Adinwa's got it, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Fair. No, hey, Sam on.
2nd and 10. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
15 line.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Hey, 52.
2nd and 5. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff?
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Hug, hug. Check 24. Kill, 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 kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Mike's 57's Mike. Hey, team 6, team 6. Check Mike, name on that. 57. I got it.
From the 17, Rosen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Go. 52. 52's the line. Squeeze. Hard. Hard. Fight.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7. Look at me, zipper. Check. Hit it.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
3rd and long.
On the double.
52's the mic.
Watch the slants. Watch the slant.
Watch safety green. Watch
Twist on travel. Hey, zoom.
Check 4. Check 4. Watch the ship.
Rock it.
Watch the ship. Check 26. Check 26. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Middle.
Check 50.
Lights 57. 57's right.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shit. Watch the shit.
Monday.
Check.
Monday.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, we do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Right back to him on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Quarter. 22 jet bomber.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now he'll escape to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today.
A 28-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. All 9 points for them coming via the field goal, and this last one puts them out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you guys score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Big air, big air, big air. Hey.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Feel it. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that will be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And the Eagles have scored again now to extend their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Yep.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Go. Hey, lock it.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check. Cross.
Now back to throw. And Anderson's got it. 23 yards the pickup there.
Complete to Robbie Anderson.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Pull it high.
I got you. I got you. Where's the 5?
2nd and 2. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Jets first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Go! Leo! Switch gears. Go on.
Back to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
You get blocked, Lee. You draw Porter. You get blocked, Lee. Tight dog. Hey. He's checking. Man. Sponge. Hey, Sam off. Watch the twist. Hey, Alpha.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Now. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check three. Wait. Hey, Delta. Go ahead. Rock 57. I don't even know why this team showed up. Lights 57's right.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Kill. Switch.
Kill, kill! 57. We own them. We own them. Hey, watch it, watch it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check 37. Regular.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check. Come. Nice 57.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And it's caught by Parker. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
This quarterback now just 2 out of 6 since coming on, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
57.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Jim, go Jim.
57's mic.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Check 99.
Kill. Hey, shift.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
57. Mike, 57.
Hey, box truck.
57 to Mike.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end. Face a field goal, they'll take it.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy. Happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jerome Baker in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins... defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We've got a plane to catch. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Gonna go 5-0 here?
Again, it's Balaj. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards on the ground.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So